What the? What's up guys, Tommie Bennett here. Today, we're gonna talk about the do's and don'ts when it comes to skiing and snowboarding. There's a lot of tips and tricks in this video that's gonna help you out, whether you're a beginner, you're an advanced, you're a skier, you're a snowboarder, you're a tele person or a biker. I'm here to help you guys have a sick day and also keep yourself safe, keep other people safe, and just overall crush it. And my name is Tommie Bennett. I am a snowboard coach, and my goal for this channel is to make you as awesome as possible. So definitely consider subscribing. If you like this content at all, or you find it valuable, give it a thumbs up, and then comment down below at the end of the video. If you feel like I missed something, let me know, because then I can always make a version 2.0, 3.0, maybe even a 4.0. What? Ow! We are starting there. I do not mind if you put the bar down. That is not a big deal. But please ask and give a warning that you're gonna put the bar down. Sometimes I like to crank out my boots. Sometimes I like to undo my bindings just a little bit so they're comfortable. And then somebody comes in and slams the bar down. That pisses me off. Probably the second most thing that drives me nuts. We'll talk about the first thing here in a little bit, but just be considerate. Stop doing that. It drives me nuts. Be awesome. Just ask. Be polite. No big deal. No one was hard filming this, and this is Ellie. She's awesome. This is a reenactment. She's really nice. I'm a big fan of like strapping in and just getting out of the way for two reasons. I don't like impeding anybody else. I also want to strap in and go on my own terms. So the next piece of feedback is when you strap in, especially as a snowboarder or a skier, is as you come in, just watch where you are. If somebody's above you and you go underneath them, just make sure they have room to get out. If you have a group of 6 people and then you block someone in, it's just really annoying. And then especially as snowboarders, we kind of struggle to maneuver a bit. Skiers have your pole, it's a little bit easier, but as snowboarders, we struggle to maneuver. And a lot of times we have a lot of new people out here and they're just like, what the rip? And that's just in my opinion of a little bit of a pet peeve is like, yo dude, really? I know a lot of you guys are trying to go fast and have the sickest time ever. And if you are, consider picking up some Pearl Wax. They are a Colorado company. They have your base level wax so you can get a really good product for a very affordable price. But they also got this new like competition pro/whoa fast wax. So if you guys want to check out pearlwax.com and use the code TOMMIE20 for 20% off, you get 20% off your first order. Obviously, us as snowboarders, we need to build a platform, especially if we're strapping in, standing up. Now, I'm not saying that tactic is a bad thing. All I'm asking you to do is look around so the guy doesn't get bodied and it gets pissed at you and he tries to sabotage you on the way down the mountain and spray you or something. So all I would say is strap in, look around. But I also personally like facing uphill, strapping in, but just look around. Don't be that guy. This guy's pissed. Thanks, dog. Yeah. Obviously, there's great places to stop. Sometimes my legs are tired, sometimes my hip's hurting. I just need to take a break. But when you're taking a break, whether you're a skier or a snowboarder, whatever reason, there's a couple great places. Behind a slow sign, at Keystone specifically, they have rest areas that are nicely protected in a corner. It's like a nice place to hang out, good vibes. Off on the side of the run, I like to leave a little bit of space between me and the edge of the run in case somebody's trying to like thread the needle. At least they have a little room to thread the needle and not take me out. In addition, being able to stop, we're gonna talk about a blind spot in a second, but be aware of your surroundings, meaning there's a side hit that a lot of snowboarders like to hit, a lot of skiers like to hit. They like to catch some air and have a good time. It makes snowboarding and skiing so much more fun. But if you're not looking around, not paying attention, and you're blocking it, you're probably gonna get sprayed, you're probably gonna get sassed, you're probably gonna get some attitude. So all I'm saying is, as you're stopped on the side of the area, just look around specifically. Is there a little cut in the snow that looks like a little jump? If there is, stand above it or stand out of the way, way down out of the way. As we can see here, that side jump is way over there. We have a little bit of space here. We're in a nice area where everyone is going to be able to see us for a very long time, and there's a lot of room on this run for us to not get taken out. So just look around. We're going to talk about blind spots next. It's probably one of the most dangerous places to stop. Not just annoying, but dangerous. Let's go find one. Safely? Yeah, rip. Tricks! So as you can see right here, there is a bit of a roller. Now from this perspective, it's really mellow. Now as we saw before, the perspective from above is a very abrupt drop off, which means a really good roller. Now, a lot of people love to catch a little bit of air on it. So our next bullet point is stop in a place that you can be seen. If I sit down about 8 feet behind this little roller, I'm gonna be in a blind spot and no one's gonna be able to see me. And then somebody's gonna be coming in, hauling by and catch some air. And by the time you're in the air, it's too late. I'm already committed and I cannot see you until it's too late. And by then I can't create any change. I have no control if I'm just floating in the air. So being able to know where you are from this perspective, this thing looks mellow and safe, but I really need to be up out of the way so I can be seen from as far as possible. Really like 50 to 100 yards is ideal. If I can only be seen from like 6, probably not a good place. Whether you're a skier or a snowboarder, just being in a bad spot can get you hurt. It can be really bad. Now the next thing to kind of go along with this is, as we're new to the sport, at times we need to make wide turns because that helps us manage speed. Now, what if I start from that side of the mountain and I go across, I'm actually entering a blind zone. I might not be sitting, but I'm entering a blind zone. And again, somebody comes across, catches air, and I'm down below. So be aware of your surroundings. In this specific situation, I'm trying to minimize the amount of space I take up left and right. I'm trying to go down, and then where I can be seen is where I can make those appropriate turns. And especially as it starts to get busy, as I start feeling all this energy around me, I get nervous, so I don't want to take up more real estate than necessary. So watch out for blind spots. Don't stand in them. You might get taken out. I'm gonna interrupt real quick. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel at all, definitely consider picking up a sticker. 10% of proceeds do go to protect our winters. Also, if you guys are finding this content to be really good, but you don't understand a concept or you feel like you got a question, come hang out with me during a live stream Tuesdays at 7 o'clock. You can come chat with me. I pop up on the screen. I answer your questions. We vibe. We hang out, eat some popcorn, watch some snowboard videos sometimes. Sometimes we do clinics. We have a lot of cool stuff. So make sure you check that out on Tuesdays. But you can also put your post notifications on so you don't miss any of the content. I am dropping content kind of randomly on Fridays, on Thursdays, Wednesdays, even Tuesdays, sometimes Mondays. So we have a little bit of everything. But with that said, we'll go back to the nerd and the vibes and the good times. Stop grabbing Tindy. Right there, that was intentional, but trying to get the point across. The person down below has the right of way. Now there's a couple weird scenarios we're gonna talk about here in a second, but the person down below has the right of way. Now that does mean if I'm the dude that's above, my job is to pay attention to you and avoid you. If I'm trying to pass, it's my responsibility to pass you. And with that said, one of my absolute pet peeves is when somebody's coming behind and swinging their poles and clicking their poles and trying to yell at me and let me know they're behind me. I totally get that you're behind me, but my analogy is, imagine we're driving down the highway, I'm going 55, you're going 65, and you come up and you ride on me, and then you're like honking the horn and flashing the lights. It's not my job to get out of your way. You gotta find a safe place to pass me. So by doing that, from a skier to a snowboard perspective, what ends up happening is it throws us off, and we like look around, and that may cause somebody to catch an edge. That may make us make a sporadic movement out of concern, which may cause more problems. At the end of the day, whoever's above needs to pay attention to the person below, make the appropriate movements to either pass that person, to go around them, or stay behind them. I mean, it's up to you. But just to like scream, yell, flash your horn, or flash your lights and honk your horn, not the move. It's not my responsibility to get out of your way. It's your responsibility to safely avoid me. With that said, you still gotta look around if I'm the person down below. Spatial awareness is absolutely important. You gotta look around, you gotta vibe, you really gotta pay attention to what's around you so you're aware. Just like you're in a car, you checking your blind spots. Are you looking in the mirror? Are you looking around? Are you just one-track mind? The same thing applies out here. Spatial awareness, all-time high, look around. Yes! You guys are amazing! So that's the example, right? It's like, what the heck? So these girls were super awesome and volunteered to help me out, so big shout out to them. Awesome! Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Let's go! That is called like a beaver slap or slap your snowboard. It's super functional in terms of getting ice off your board and getting ice out of your bindings, but man, it is super annoying when you're going into a lift line, you're loading a chair and you're doing it. Really, it's super annoying and you're probably gonna piss off a bunch of the lifties there, and you want them to be your friends. But what also could happen is you smack down, you can actually break your binding because it snaps really hard. So one of my recommendations, if you're trying to get ice out of your bindings, is you can simply take your ratchet and you just bend it in a little bit, get some snow off, do that, move it around. I got a little ice right here. Just do that, you know? Pick it out a little bit. So that's a great alternative to the beaver slap. It can be bad for your bindings. It can be really annoying at the same time. So that's another alternative way to do that. The next talking point we got here is we're about to enter a gnarly, crazy run. Now, at the end of the day, when we're entering, you do gotta yield to traffic. So simply look uphill, see the flow, you get a nice little spot in traffic, and then hop in. If you just dart out, you're probably gonna get taken out. So just literally look up, look around, yield, and because technically you're entering a run, it is your job to yield to traffic. Now, this also is true when you're hitting a side hit and you're jumping. Technically, you've left the main run, you do a jump, and as you come back in, your job is to technically yield to anybody that is on the run. So whether they're like next to you, slightly in front of you, slightly behind you, it's your job to yield. So just like watch out for that. If you just make sure it's clear, go do your little side hit, go have some fun, do a trick. As you enter, just watch out for people. But in theory, you should set yourself up in a nice little zone where you have space to do the side hit, come back in, and not worry about people. That's what I do, and just time myself right where you don't do that. And then if it's the bad timing, just don't do the trick. Save for another run. I'm trying to stay alive out here, you know? Got busted hips and stuff, you know? I'm trying to snowboard tomorrow. All right, we're gonna migrate into traffic and not die. Hopefully. Oh, I just hit a rock.
Are you good? You caught the edge of...
I literally hit that rock and just absolutely, I missed that by like half an inch. What's up, guys? Good luck.
Hey, what's up?
Another thing that you should do is go ride with friends, go have a sick time, try something new, challenge yourself, and really just have fun. Like, we're out here to have a good time, be out in nature, and just enjoy it. So like, definitely do that. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head down to the bottom, and I'm gonna show you my third most biggest pet peeve / stop doing this moment. One thing I'm a big fan of is when you get in crowded areas and you're making any dramatic changes, use your blinker. What I like to do is if I'm gonna make a turn, I'll look over my blind spot and make sure no one's there and I kind of see somebody. I'll actually start doing this, indicating I'm going this way or that way, because literally, people don't know what you're doing, just like help them out. Yes, they're responsible at the end of the day to not run you over, but if you can give them some kind of indication what you're doing, really you're just saving yourself, right? Just, you know, kind of vibe. I'm just trying not to get bodied out here. And by the way, that was Hillary. Hillary is helping me design a bunch of hoodies, so make sure you subscribe because I'm coming out with some really fantastic / funny merch. But she was helping me there. That is one of my biggest pet peeves being in a lift line is you really need to control yourself and stop running into the back of people's equipment. It's super frustrating, especially when you damage the tip of the board and you start to flail it. It's not sick, but ultimately give each other space. Just stop running into people's stuff, whether you're a skier, whether you're a snowboard. Space, it's fine. We're vibing. All right, we're rolling. And big shout out to all the skiers that are holding their skis vertically and keeping them like as straight up as possible. A lot of times I see it so much and it drives me freaking nuts. You have your skis like this and then you just turn and smack somebody in the head. This young lady crushing it, look at that. Safe, killing it. Appreciate you. It's been one heck of a day. There's a lot of do's, there's a lot of don'ts in this video. If you're digging the content, definitely give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing because I'm gonna do a whole nother version of this for park-oriented stuff. And then of course, if I missed anything, comment down below. Now, do you agree with all of them? Do you disagree? Let's start the conversation. For the first hour of this video, I will be answering all the comments down below. And if you guys are watching this on the premiere live, definitely give it a thumbs up down below, it's free. And on that note, guys, nothing but love. Hopefully you guys like the vibe. We're gonna go snowboard and try to have the sickest day ever. See ya.